So we found out, according to Bob Lazar, that he worked as far and back in engineered secret alien craft that the humans have been altered 65 times. That's why people don't understand that everything is alien, literally, Like I said, we're aliens. It's like um, we're just a different form of alien that turned into human since we were altered so many times, 65 times. Um, and I think aliens probably did come at one point to the Earth because of that story. And not only that, there's Egyptian pyramids, there's hieroglyphics of alien drawings. So I guess obviously they just decided not to come back again. I think after the Roswell crashed, there was an explosion. That's 451, and they probably just were scared because they was doing alien autopsies, they were cutting the aliens open, and and of course we found out panspermia theory that life originated not on Earth and other planets. So we got other universes, other planets, other solar systems, and then our time started at the big. All time of space started in our Big Bang, but in other Big Bangs, different times, different times, and space started, and of course time and space gets warped. Gravity A, gravity B, of those of the craft, and element 115. So that's pretty amazing. So obviously now it makes sense. So there was extraterrestrial influence in us. So that's how. So if we were altered about 65 times, that's a lot of transitions, So we started in the water from fish, and then we went to the land. Wow. So that explains it. So that explains how we came to be after the Big Bang. Now before the Big Bang and where we're cells, but now before we're cells, that's why we have to go to the other planets and talk to the aliens and see why we existed. We probably even shouldn't have even existed. You know what I mean? Since we're all to 65 times before cells. I guess we're practically, who knows what we are? Maybe we're a different form. Maybe we're a reptilian. Maybe we're just goo. You know. So that explains it. And so yeah, no God, no gods. It's just, there wasn't a starting point for the whole universe, multiverse. It was just like a multiple things happened at multiple times at multiple spots. So that's why there's it's not like a starting point. Like one thing happened and then another thing. It's like multiple things happened at multiple spots. Hence, there's like so many universes, solar systems. Now we know 10,000 exoplanets, 10 billion stars, 10 billion planets, 10 billion solar systems, and on and on. So, and Bob Lazar said that of the aliens that came and died at Roswell 1945, that there are probably other alien species out there too, because there's so many different planets. And these aliens came from the Zeta Reticuli. It's a 2-star binary system, and we even got stars bigger than our sun. So we're getting further and further knowledge. So now we kind of know more. We were altered 65 times into our form. I guess who knows what we looked like even before. That's the really big mystery, and I think that's going to be really exciting years to come, where we can go to these other planets and worlds and galaxies and find even more answers. It's definitely alien. So in a sense, we are aliens as well. We're just a different form of alien. And then we came to an alien into human. I mean, we like metamorphosized into so many different forms, more than a caterpillar. Like the caterpillar more than metamorphosized into a butterfly. It's the same insect, but you can see it. It's a caterpillar and then it turns into butterfly. So very interesting, indeed. So yeah, I know it sounds like something out of a movie, but this is reality. So I guess the movies are similar to reality like this. Um, but who know? I mean, I think that obviously the scuffle, because I mean, we only know our species, right? So if we met a different species, I guess we'll be frightened, and they'll be frightened, and then that's when the conflict, arises. You know what I mean? It's like that's why they had that conflict, and it says part of the reactor was a small tactic nuke actually killed a lot of the creatures, um, and that's why 1945 the people said there was no alien spacecraft; it was just a down weather balloon. It's because the government wanted to hide. They wanted to hide the secrets. They didn't want to scare the public. So now we know more answers now. So I think the future is going to be very bright, and we're going to learn a lot of really, really interesting, more freaky stuff that, like I said, things we can't even imagine, things we can't even comprehend to know. And that's why people saying God all along, because nobody could explain it. But now we're getting answers more than ever with science and technology. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting. And obviously, probably, years from now, 20, 30, 50, we'll probably be already living in space, I'm pretty sure. We'll be so advanced. I'll be so old. Everybody will be so old. uh, who knows? Maybe they have a cure for every single disease by then. It's not far fetched. I mean, we're really advancing um, to another type of civilization. Obviously, you know, just imagine. Imagine like in 2030 or 2050. Do you think like everybody? I mean, like who knows, man? What planets we could be living on? Who knows if there'll be like a United States president? Who knows? Like it's gonna be some freaky stuff, man. It's gonna be like I said, things we just can't even comprehend to understand. Who would have thought we had been altered 65 times? Unbelievable, unbelievable. Nobody would have thought of that. That's what I'm saying. Nobody can comprehend this alien technology, alien elements, alien. I mean, we're like we're like a different alien. There's probably like aliens that look like us. There's probably aliens that look like actually like the gray aliens with the bug eyes. There's probably aliens that probably look like reptiles. It's gonna be really interesting. Ah, so yeah, stay tuned.